Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our literature class. Today, before we begin our class, we shall recall what we learned in last day's class. Basani was speaking about the contrast between appearance and reality. In order to make it clear, he gives a number of examples. And in the last class, we have seen how Basani was speaking about beauty. Then he says how women use cosmetics and make them lighter. He also spoke about the curly hair, which is beautiful outwardly, but when we go back, we find the original bearers are in the tomb. Then he concludes speaking about a beautiful seashore which covers a treacherous sea. Just like an Indian woman who is covered with a veil and her darkness is hidden. At the end, he goes towards the caskets and he makes a close study of each one. And he abandons the gaudy gold and the pale silver, and he says, I shall choose the leaden casket, which is very ordinary and unattractive. We shall see now what is happening. When Bassanio has just finished his speech, Portia understood that Bassanio is going to make the right choice. Then she was overwhelmed. And she says, all the other passions flee to air. All the other passions flee to air. Passions are emotions and feelings. Fleet means disappear or vanish. So, all the other passions disappear into the thin air. Till now she had so many doubts, so many passions, emotions disturbing her. What are they? Feelings of doubt, despair, fear, jealousy. Feelings of doubt. She was not sure which casket Bassanio will choose. Will he make a wrong choice? Despite disappointment, if Bassanio was to make the wrong choice, she would have been thoroughly discouraged because she couldn't get Bassanio, and in spite of knowing the secret, she could not reveal it. She had a lot of fear what would happen, and jealousy. It's called a green-eyed jealousy. Jealousy is imagined as if having life. You know what figure of speech it is? Personification. Jealousy is having life and is compared to a monster who is having green eyes. Now all the other passions have vanished into the thin air. Only one emotion is remaining. What is that? That is love. Love is only emotion remaining and joy born out of love. She understands that her love is going to be successful. And out of that emerges great joy, immense joy, uncontrollable joy. And she tells herself, please bless me, O love, so that it will not be in excess. The joy of yours will not be in excess. If it is in excess, unlimited, then I may fall sick. Therefore, keep this love and joy born out of it in control. in sufficient measure so that I am not harmed by it. This is Portia speaking to herself, not loudly. We have seen in the last class how Bassanio had made up his mind to choose the meager lead. Now he goes and opens the leaden casket and he looks at it and he is surprised. And he says, what is it? What do I find here? A counterfeit. An image of Portia. A picture of Portia. Portia knew what would be inside, but Bassanio did not know. So he is just surprised, so much excited, and he looks at the portrait very closely. The portrait was very beautiful. So beautiful as if it has got life. That's why Bassanio says, fair Portia's counterfeit, what demigod has made it? Demigod, demi is half, God is divine, half divine. That is a human person who is not just human being, he is half divine, half human. Why does Bassanio call him demigod? Because he has done such a marvelous work. The portrait of Portia is so fantastic, so charming, so lively, that it can be done by a person who is divine only. Then he goes on to explain or describe the beauty of the portrait. You know how women's beauty is described. He takes 3 parts of heads, eyes, lips and hair to enumerate her beauty, the beauty of the portrait. First he speaks of the eyes. He looks at the eyes of Portia in the picture and he asks, are these eyes alive? Because when I look at the eyeballs of Portia's eye, it looks they are moving. Then Bassanio asks himself, are they really moving, or is it because my eyeballs are fixed on the eyeballs of Portia? For example, you are sitting in a train which is just moving, and you look outside and you will find all the scenery outside also is moving along with you because your eyeballs have been stuck with the scenery outside. Similarly, Bassanio is asking himself, is it because my eyeballs are stuck to the eyeballs of Portia that I feel they are moving, or are they moving actually? Then he goes to Portia's lips and he says, Portia's lips are parted, divided. You know that lips are always parted. You have 2 lips, they are parted. How they are parted? They are parted with sugar breath. That is the breath of Portia. When she breathes, the breath of Portia coming through her mouth, it is dividing her lips into 2. And he calls it sugar breath because sweet breathing of Portia, that is separating her lips, which are so beautiful. Then he comes to her hair, and Bassanio says, artist spider, a spider has woven this. Again, he is using figure of speech here. Imagining, no, he is saying that the artist is the spider, metaphor. The artist is a spider and he has woven the web, golden mesh to entrap men. In spider's web, the spider makes the the thread for its own living. Here, the artist is a spider and he has made golden mesh to entrap men, to capture men, to captivate men with the beauty of Portia's hair. Such a beautiful hair Portia has got. At the end, Bassanio concludes, though I have spoken quite a bit about the beauty of the portrait, it is an underestimation. It's an underestimation. I haven't succeeded in enumerating the beauty of Portia because the portrait of Portia is more beautiful and wonderful than what I have described. If so, the actual Portia, how much more beautiful is she? Therefore, I have no words to explain. Now he looks at the scroll. There is a scroll. What is a scroll? Scroll is a rolled paper or a piece of cloth. Something is written on it and rolled it up. He opens the scroll and reads, and he says, trying to understand it, you who choose not by view, you who chose not by view. That means you did not judge by appearance. We already know what is appearance and reality. You did not choose by appearance, but you have gone with something else. What is it that made Bassanio to choose the right casket? It is his nobility. The nobility of Bassanio's character, that helped him to choose the right thing. So you have chosen not by appearance, therefore you are fortunate, you are lucky, and therefore seek no new. Do not look for something else. You fix with it. And if you are happy, that is, if you are happy with the choice you have made, and if you consider yourself lucky, then turn to where the lady is, claim her by a kiss. Turn to the lady where she is, kiss her and claim her. So Bassanio goes to Portia and he tells her, by your permission, may I kiss you? Then he kisses. Then he says, come by not to give and receive. Come by not means by the order or the inscription of the scroll. I have come to give and receive. I have come to give and receive. What is there to give and receive? Give a kiss and receive a kiss. Then he goes on explaining, I am coming like a contender. Contender is competitor, one who competes in a game. I am like a contender. I am participating in a game. And I hear applause, clappings from the crowd, and I hear shout, universal shout. Universal shout is shout done by everyone. Everybody was shouting. Everybody was applauding. And I think that the victory is mine. That is the opinion of the people. The applause, the clappings of the hand, and the shoutings which I have received from the player, from the crowd, is the opinion of the public or the crowd. Whether I have won the match or not, how do I know? The judges or the people concerned have to announce officially. Authentically, they have to announce, yes, Bassanio is a winner. Only then the victory is his. I have come like a contender. Now, from the picture I saw and the scroll I received from the leaden casket, it is concluded that victory is mine. But how do I know I am the real victor? I have won your heart. I should get the affirmation from you. Confirmed, signed and ratified you. It has to be confirmed, signed and ratified by you. Only then I can be sure that I have won you. What Bassanio is trying to say is, yes, outwardly I have won you, but really you like to have me or not? You have to confirm it by kissing me back or by expressing your opinion. Thank you. Before we conclude, I shall give you a homework. I hope you are doing the homework. Page number 164. Question number 6. In your workbook, page number 164. Question number 6. Thank you for listening.